Hey traders, how y'all doing? I hope that you're doing good. Life outside of trading is going quite well, and I think trading's going to come around soon. So I'm about to drive home and from work and do a little diary. This is not financial advice. This is not me telling y'all to trade or telling you what to do. This is me this is my journal, this is my diary. I do look at the comments, but I'm not looking for advice or feedback, and I'm not looking to teach. Purely, this is just a diary thing for me. It's a way for me to learn, and I've been doing it for so many years. So, yeah, I appreciate all the love and the feedback, but just so you know, that's not why I'm doing it. Where do we start? I'm going to go over some basic things that I've been going over. Okay. All right, Kane. See you. What is my goal from trading? So part of the goal is to become incredibly disciplined. I think of myself as somebody who has discipline, but this trading thing has revealed to me a lot of weaknesses and shortcomings in my character, personality, self-control, impulsiveness. And something that I love about trading is the challenge. It's challenging me to be better. It's revealing all my bullshit. I'm learning how to follow my own rules again. And something that I think about in this is, and something I keep coming back to, why trading is so hard. You not only need market, there's so many reasons it's hard. One is you need really good market knowledge. You need good technical knowledge. You don't necessarily need that much though, because you can niche down and learn one strategy. Someone can teach you a strategy. You could learn a strategy that's profitable quick, and it may work for a time, but maybe the market changes. Maybe that strategy is not robust enough. However, it's the execution of the strategy that's hard, because you can learn quickly. You cannot change your habits and behavior quickly. It just doesn't work that way. Generally. How many of y'all struggle with quitting vices? You keep saying you're going to quit, you don't quit. I quit weed. It took me years to quit weed. I thought about quitting coffee for a really long time, and it took 2 tries to quit after I had a lot of other success. Once I tried to stop drinking alcohol, it took me a while. There were relapses that happened. That's normal. Another thing is, my diet. That's the one that's taken longer. I remember I used to once a week go get this chicken katsu, this fried chicken from an Asian restaurant, and I knew it's not good for me, but it's like, it's homey to me, and it tastes good. But I was like, I do want to quit this. I feel like it took me years. Because you become familiar with it, and it becomes a social thing too, a lot of these. So to tie it back to trading, where I am at now is a place where I have sufficient market knowledge to be profitable. I have a system that works extremely well. It produces losers, for sure, but it produces enough winners that have enough risk reward that they pay for those losers and more. And I know this because of back testing, and all the work I've been doing on algo trading is just confirming more and more that this entry model works great. Certain variations of it work great. Whether it's a bot or a human, there's a huge amount of edge here. And that edge is probably not going away, because to a degree, price action cannot change that much, because there will always be greedy and fearful people that cause price to move in similar ways. And I have this system that works great, but can I execute it? I know it works great because of backtesting. I know it works great because of paper trading. I'm up 30R in paper trading. Yet every trade this month has been a loser, basically. It's been like the lowest revenue month since last May, maybe ever. Like, it's just shut out, just straight losers. But why? Well, one is I don't really think my system is not that it's fully complete, but like in a really good state until maybe around the start of the month. There was a lot of problems with my system or clarifying. It was hard to execute the way I had it set up. When I say my system, I don't just mean my trading system, but my trading hours. Your trading hours are part of your trading system. So I hadn't clarified that. Some people trade New York Open, some people trade London. Me, I trade the daily close. Or I trade the daily open, I guess you could say. I trade the open. I trade it with limit orders. So, from a behavioral standpoint, and you can say, oh, it's position sizing, it's psychological. It is, but I always think, like, if you can change the behavior, the psychology will follow. Because, like, I can be fearful, I can be greedy. As soon as I start winning, it's going to be really easy to buy in. And I'm at a point where it's like, okay, I'm buying, and I don't want to go any lower than I have psychologically. And yeah, when I come out on the far side of this, I want y'all to remember this time period and know how hard it is. And not a lot of traders are transparent during these learning stages, but you do hear stories about how hard it is. It's really hard. So, part of my solution, like, I need to bridge the gap between my paper trading, my system, and my live trading, right? And where I've struggled in, especially the last week, is doing a number of things I'm not supposed to do. But what I know is those things tend to happen at certain times of the day, after the close, right? If I trade at the close, I'm good at waiting. I become good at waiting for the close, or close to the close at least. Okay, I'm in there at the close, right? Now, the problems I've had is after the close when I get to price watching, and this is where a lot of traders lose. I was talking to someone I met last night about this. Actually, is interesting. I said, hey, I'm a professional trader, but I'm just losing money right now. And she said, yeah, I tried trading last year, and you have to watch all the time. And I'm like, no, actually, that is the problem and what you don't have to do. So even the people who watch all the time only do it for a session, right? And if you're trading crypto, you're swing trading. If you're swing trading, you should not watch all the time. You should check in once a day. I believe that strongly. I'm inspired by Nicholas Darvis, how I made $1 million in the stock market, but I believe that strongly, that especially if you're swing trading, you cannot be watching that. You make decisions based on how the daily closes. You could be thrown off by the 5 minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour. You have to watch the daily close. So, what I'm doing, and today is a success, this week is a success, is like, I need to, like, what has my life been? Okay, well, man, I've gone through a lot of iterations of how I use my time, but where it is now, it makes sense to, after the close, have certain commitments, so I cannot watch. So I created this whole ritual of my computer automatically shuts down, my phone gives me reminders, the morning ritual, I'm reminded I'm supposed to turn my computer off at 2, so it doesn't tempt me. I put it in a crate and put that crate under the bed. And if I continue to struggle with this, I will. I'm gonna get a lock timer and a lock box, and maybe a phone lock timer as well, so that I cannot alter my trades. I cannot fuck up my trades. I will bridge the gap between my paper trades and my live trades. And then what? So the second part of that you guys. I'm driving home. This is where I live at. The second part of that is having things to do after 2 p.m. So Tuesday, Thursday nights, I play basketball. I love doing that. It's really social. Wednesday nights, I play Magic. That's all I really had on my schedule. Go to the farm on Thursday. So I'm gonna start working on the farm. I already started. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday afternoons, just from 2:30 to 4:30. It's not really for income, but it's a little bit of extra income to reduce the stress of trading somewhat. But it just relaxes me, gives me something to do, a commitment, a reason to log off. Then Tuesday and Thursday, after the farm, I have basketball. Wednesday, after the farm, I have Magic. Monday, after the farm, I'm going to the gym to work out, and I'm trying to schedule things. Monday, I'll hang out with people. Saturday, after 2, people play basketball. I can go play basketball. Go play basketball at 2. A Saturday afternoon, in the evening, there's my friend's family has a party every Saturday. I can go work on my garden Saturdays and go hang out over there for dinner. Sunday evening, can schedule. That can be the weekly hangout with my friend John over here. But so the point is, like, I'm trying to build a whole habit and lifestyle that works well with my trading and prevents the problems. Like, the mornings are necessary and useful because that's when I have my mental energy about me, where I can look at the charts and it makes sense, make my plans, and I can do my back testing. I do it's mostly back testing. So today I worked from about 9 to 1, roughly 4 hours straight. Mostly back testing, a little bit of chart work. And I think that's sufficient. Monday, Tuesday, 4 days a week. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I tend to do things in the morning. And I'll just get a couple hours of work in there. So it'll be 4, 8, 16, about 20 hours of direct trading work a week. And it will be, there's other work outside of that, like reading and so on. And I do work a little bit on the farm. But the idea is to, build really get these habits going. And bridge the gap between the paper trading and just over trading is a problem. Like, if I only trade the daily, I do great. I have a great system. And an example I can give, this is so whack that this happened. Okay, so I started Euro USD long, and the paper trade when I logged off was up $6,000. I think would have even done it better in my live account. It was about 8R, but instead of logging off, how it was, I stayed on and I market ordered and I advanced my stop and to a bad place. And now if I had just logged off, it would be running at like 8,000 profit, right? From $1,000 risk. Not so bad. All I had to do was log off. All I had to do was 2 p.m. turn off, go to the farm. 2 p.m. turn off, go to basketball. But I stayed on, and I was impatient. I thought, maybe my order is not going to get filled. Let me market enter. Since I was market entering, instead of entering on retracement, my stop is not as good. So it came down, it looked like it was going to hit my stop. And I kind of panicked, sold, and closed it, which I'm also not supposed to do. Closed it around break even, and then just logged off. Now, I came back later today, it's been 2 days since then, and found out that closing the position did not cancel my sell stop order. So I had a sell stop that went in that had no stop loss. And when I saw that today, it's like, well, I'm not supposed to be in that trade. Let me close it before it gets worse. I took a $1,500 loss. Good on me for closing it. Fat finger mistake. But if I had just logged off at 2 p.m., play the daily charts, follow my rules, I'll be up $8,000. Instead, the mistakes caused me to take a $1,500 loss. So it's not a problem with my system, and you could say it's a problem in my psychology, but I believe if I just force myself offline after 2, it's gonna, and not necessarily the next trade, but if I do that over the next 20 trades, I feel extremely confident I'm gonna make a lot of money. So I'm bought into that now. I've got a lot of habit infrastructure set up to make sure that happens. And yeah, I just got to be patient and execute now. And yeah, whatever happens, however many losses there's going to be. And it's like another suggestion of just sticking to paper trading or whatever. But it's like, how am I so, like, my paper trading is great, right? Why should I stick to it? I'm ready for live trading. Like, I've been ready for live. Oh, I wouldn't say I've been ready. This month, I'm definitely ready. And I had one crazy winner. It's not just one winner, though. It's like I have a lot of winners. Right now, before I logged off, and it could all turn against me, but I had a 6R Euro. I had a 3R NASDAQ. I had a 1R Bitcoin and a 1R ETH, all and positive at the same time. And the Euro and the NASDAQ have stops advanced to lock in like a good portion of that. They're getting nearer to TP, but the point is, yeah, I'm ready. Paper trading's for sure ready. Or paper trading's good enough that it doesn't make sense that I need to wait. Okay, parking. This gate is so annoying. So, I think I'm gonna be there soon. I think that I'm almost there. And it doesn't make sense to quit just yet. Come on, Doug. Come on. Blessed and lucky to be here. And then just to review, what is my system? The very basics are I'm waiting for the daily to take yesterday's high and fall back in. Failed breakout. This typically signals trend reversals. I'm also paying special attention to that happening on the weekly or the monthly. Then I'm going in on the lower time frame and looking for ways that I could reverse. I'm paying attention to how many times price has swept a level and how important that level is to sort of figure exactly, not exactly, but to judge where I might want to put my stop, wider and narrower. And then I'm paying attention to diagonal trend lines as a way to continue after a reversal has begun, and a way to not counter trade until that daily high is signals trend reversal. And it's pretty simple. It just takes, well, it's not that simple, but I mean, it's simple in that it only pays attention to daily highs and lows as the signal. and trend lines and high time frame trend lines on the daily, and what's the last one? Fair value gaps in the low time frame. That's really all I pay attention to. No fibs, no channels, no MACD, no RSI, no CVD. Those things can work. You could build a system around them, but again, you can niche and specialize, and to make things real simple and objective, it helps to be simple and objective. And there's versions of it in my algos that are profitable, that are incredibly simple. Like literally all it is previous day get swept. You're short right there. Stop loss 20 pips past the previous day's high. Target the previous week's low. That's profitable strategy. That is a profitable strategy, and I can make it better as a trader if I execute reasonably. That's the biggest if. But if price takes the previous day's high and closes the daily underneath, or even the 4-hour, or even the 5-minute can be a profitable strategy to take reversal with a stop loss just at the new low or the new high or whatever it is. Anyways, other things I got to do now, but thanks for listening, and thanks for being my diary, YouTube. Peace.